For both of you, or for the 11 o'clock class, your exam is next Wednesday. It's next Wednesday at 10:15. It's at the bottom of the syllabus. You have questions. The review today is going to be dealing with a number of things, not everything that's going to be on the final. So anything that says final on the files is open for you at that point, okay? And I've got the articles updated, I've got the outlines updated, everything that says final in there is for you guys. It's very short because it's only, if you add it all up, it's part of executive, it's part of the First Amendment, it's all of the judiciary, so you don't have too much. Got one night person in here, there's probably a few questions that you're not gonna know because we didn't get that far, but a lot of it, an awful lot of it you will, and I'll talk to you about what's gonna be on this a little bit later. As we get started, let's see, it looks like we're gonna have, what, the Buffalo group up here. So we'll have Buffalo up in the corner. We've got what? We've got David's uncle in the back. David's uncle. It looks like we've got Mischief in the front.
Especially you guys.
And it looks like we'll have Israel over in the corner. Okay. All right, Israel, pick me a category.
Okay, let's go with executive.
For how many points?
We'll start with 2.
Executive for 2. First hand I see, I need a definition for executive order, executive agreement, and executive privilege. And you can use notes, text, articles, anything that you want. Executive order, executive agreement, executive privilege. First hand I see. Gotta go.
Wait, do we have to answer all 3?
Answer what you can answer. Yes.
Executive privilege, the president can keep things confidential from Congress.
Yeah, that's right. The executive privilege is the privilege where the executive can keep executive communication secret or confidential from Congress. Can you give me an example of when the courts traditionally recognize executive privilege, when they'll almost always grant it? 5. Anybody in your group?
National security.
National security, yeah, that's right. Executive order or executive agreement? You guys still have it. 4, 3, 2, 1. David.
Agreement. An executive agreement is an agreement between the heads of government of two or more nations that has not been ratified by the legislature.
Ratified by the Congress, that's right. It's a lower level treaty between the United States and other nation or nations that does not have to be ratified by the United States Senate. Executive order. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, Des.
It's like a law that the president can pass, like to make like without Congress.
Okay, the president actually can pass laws, and this is the Buffalo group. President can actually pass laws that do not require ratification by the House or the Senate. And what area do these laws have to deal with? What part of the Constitution? 5, 4. Can the president issue executive orders on anything, or is it specific? To what? Commander-in-Chief is part of what? 3, 2.
Article 2.
It is actually part of Article 2. Dealing with Article 2 executive powers. Click it, Bakar.
Hold on.
Click it, Bakar. Okay. Ability of the president to make law dealing with Article 2 powers without Congress. Lower level treaties, executive agreement with foreign countries which do not require consent of the Senate. Executive privilege, confidentiality, dealing with executive branch communications. Bakar, yeah, you go. Pick me a category.
Wrong points.
Did I give you the wrong? Okay. Who did I give it to?
David's uncle.
David's uncle. Yeah, David's uncle. Okay. Pick me a category. Gotta go.
Articles and videos.
Articles for 1 minute.
1 point.
1.
Go big.
What one thing must happen for a bill to become a law? What is the one thing that must happen for a bill to become a
Has
law?
to be ratified.
Yes.
President must sign off.
-2. The president does not have to sign up on a bill in order for it to become law. Go ahead. Go, yeah.
Congress and
5. Your group's got it. Go ahead and say it, David. 4.
Has to be proposed in the with the representatives and agreed by them, passed by them.
-2.
Right here. It has to be what is it? Like, yeah,
Ratified?
No, you're not ratified, like passed. Or not
Passed, yeah. Passed or ratified in?
Okay, in the House and the Senate.
How?
How? What do you mean how? Oh, it has to go through the process like this stuff.
How does the bill have to be passed by the House and the Senate? 5,
2/3 vote.
4, -2. Go ahead, Israel. And you know I'm saying Israel the group, not referring to Gaul in any specific manner. I can't hear you at all.
In the House of Representatives, the committee it must be 35 to 50 vote. In the Senate, it must be 20 to 25.
-2. Last try.
First things first, it has to go into the hopper in the House of Representatives.
-2. Click it.
You want to read this?
It's got to be passed in identical form by the House and the Senate, and it's just a simple majority vote, not 2/3.
We should still get
Got to
partial.
be passed in identical form. Ben, if you will join any group except the back one, touch the House. Pick me a category, Buffalo.
Judiciary for 4 points.
Judiciary for 4. Sonali blocks the screen. Ripeness and mootness. Definitions. First hand I see. Go ahead, Joseph.
Mootness is when you have no longer standing for a specific case.
Why would you no longer have standing? You're right, but why?
Because you're no longer in that category. So, for example, if you were to do something for drinking under 21 and you turn 21, you no longer have standing for that case.
So you're saying that if the case resolves itself
Yeah.
before you get to court. Okay, now give me a better example than that or I'm going to have to take away points.
So let's say,
Because I gave you 2 examples of mootness in class. 5.
let's say abortion,
What about abortion?
and you want to have an abortion, and you now can without having a legal issue because it's been passed that you can legally have an abortion.
Yeah, I think that's back to -2. Yeah, back to -2. Who's next? Go ahead. Which one is it?
Wait, how's that?
That group right there.
Which, I don't...
Israel.
Israel. Okay, go ahead, Israel.
Mootness is when there's an abortion and the case doesn't get till like to the court and the lady already had the baby, so they couldn't. They thought that the case was already resolved.
Yeah, that's right. In the original abortion case, she sued for an abortion. It takes 9 months to have a baby. It takes over 2 years to get to the Supreme Court. She was technically suing for a baby, an abortion, on a baby that she already had. The original argument was that is a moot case. Do you remember what the other example was? 5, 4. Anybody in the group? 3, 2, 1. Are they next? Well, they've already missed, so it's got to be them. Oh, they didn't miss? Okay,
It's
go ahead.
them.
But they had the hand, they put the hand.
Right there.
And,
Who is
Yeah.
it?
Them.
Okay, go.
Wait, you want another?
Yeah, Sonali's not supposed to be doing this. I need another definition or example of mootness.
It's like when the kids were suing because they didn't get into the college because of
Yes.
racism, but then they let them in before they talk about
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, if you remember, if you didn't get in and then you sued, but they let you in, you're suing to get admittance, so the case is moot. What's rightness?
When you have a case against somebody and it's not quite ready yet, and so you wait, you get more evidence, or you get more cases that join onto that case.
It's not quite ready yet. Go ahead.
You haven't received any damages yet.
You haven't suffered an injury. You haven't received damage yet at this point. What was the example of ripeness that I had given?
Where the woman wanted birth control, but she couldn't get it.
Why did she want birth control? 5. What's that, guys? She could have died in childbirth. She wanted birth control. What was Connecticut state law?
They couldn't, doctors can't prescribe.
Doctors could not prescribe or advise birth control. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did ultimately she suffer an injury so that she could sue? They brought in a police officer and she got arrested when she attempted to get the prescription. Yes. Go ahead, click it. Ripeness, a case dismissed by the Supreme Court because an injury has not yet been suffered. Mootness, a case dismissed by the Supreme Court because it has resolved itself before being heard. Click it or touch the House. Pick me a category. Buffalo, gotta go.
Articles, videos, 3.
Articles, videos for 3. What typically happens to a bill in committee? First hand I see. Go ahead, Rebecca.
Well, it can either be amended or.
Amended. 1, 2, 3. How can it be amended?
It depends on the House and the Senate, but
Why would somebody in committee amend a bill? Go ahead, anybody in the group.
To tailor it to their specifications.
What does that mean?
Like if they don't like a certain section of it, they can amend the section itself. If there's like
Why would they do this? That's what I'm asking.
For
5.
monetary reasons.
For monetary reasons, they want to get paid. 4, 3, 2, 1. -3.
Oh my God.
Why would they amend the bill, Bakar? Who's got it next? Go, David's uncle.
They would want to amend the bill for a bipartisan agreement in order to pass it. It could be
In order to pass it, you might actually want to amend the bill in order to help it pass and continue to go forward, or
it could be killed in committee too.
you could actually kill it in committee, but why else would you want to amend it?
In order to make it something that was illegal in the bill legal, or like.
Okay, I think I've already heard this. 4, 3. What's that?
Tailor to the people's needs.
Yeah, but -3. You can amend it to help it pass, or Israel. What's that? Why else would you want to amend it? Someone please tell me. Yes, your group has it.
So, they can, make it according to their needs.
I've already heard this. -3. Israel's on a record pace with -5. You amend it in order to help it pass, or you amend it to kill it. So you can vote on it and ratify it. That's a yes. You can amend it to help it or to kill it. What else can happen? First hand I see in committee. Go, Debs. You can sit on it. What does it mean to sit on it?
Wait, he
He
said
said
that.
sit on it.
Yeah, but I didn't want that answer yet. I was asking a different question. Go ahead.
Like, you could just like let it die out. Like, you could just like.
If you're sitting on it, you're not doing anything to it, you're letting it die. So you can pass it, you can amend it, you can sit on it, or you could directly just... -3, that's already been said. Oh, this is going to be a bad exam. Yes, Israel.
You can just say no.
You can just kill it and say no. Thank you. Israel up to -2 in distant last place now. Click it. Yeah, you can amend it, you can sit on it, you can kill it, or yeah, you could actually vote yes. Israel's group, pick me a category. You're in last place. Got need a category. Videos for 5.
I like it. Go big.
5 things a president can do when presented with a bill from Congress. First hand, I think it's you and you're next. Go.
They can pass it.
President can actually pass it and sign it into law. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything else?
Veto it.
Veto it. What does that mean?
It just means like kill it, like pretty much like.
Does it automatically kill it?
No, Congress can make it, like, can pass it. Or the president
With what? 2/3 vote. Veto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, the 2/3 will overrule it. What's that? How does a pocket veto work?
After certain days, if the Congress.
What number of days? 5.
10.
10 days. Explain the significance of 10 days.
10 days or less at 5.
If the Congress adjourns within 10 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the bill dies if the president does nothing. And if it's longer than 10 days, it automatically becomes law. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what are the last 2 things? Sign it. You mean actually make it law. I think y'all said that. -5.
We haven't said that.
Did they say it?
No, go back to the tape.
Did they say it? I thought they said it. You guys have it next. You guys have there's 2 more things.
Here, here.
If it's a budget resolution, they can line item veto.
What's a line item veto?
They can cross out or black out certain lines in part of the bill, but not the entire.
1, 2, 3. A line item veto is where the president can go line by line, particularly in budget vetoes, and not veto the whole thing, but only veto those lines. Is that legal today?
No.
No, it's not legal today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the 5th thing, group? What's the 5th thing a president can do? 5,
Sit on it.
4, 3.
You can sit on it.
-5. The 5th thing is signing statements. The signing statement article where the president can put the little PS at the bottom, only dealing with Article 2 powers. Click it, Bakar. Sign it, veto it, pocket veto it, line item veto it, or signing statement on the exam. If you get that, make sure you say that the line item is illegal. Pick me a category. Israel's group, I believe you were the last one to give me the correct answer.
Executive for 3 points.
Executive for 3. List all you can. Here's your chance. Click it.
What?
U.S. Click it. Nixon versus Fitzgerald. Explain to me the case. Johnny, you'll have it next. No, but they have it now. 5. U.S. versus Nixon. Israel's group. 4. As she attempts to Google it. 3. You guys have it?
Fitzgerald was fired by Nixon, and he sued after Nixon was already 10 years after he was out of office for his old job back with benefits and back pay.
He did want his old job. He did want benefits. He did want back pay. Now here's the thing on this. What was Fitzgerald's job with Nixon? What was he working on?
Undersecretary.
He was an undersecretary, so he wasn't in the cabinet, but he was a notch below. And in fact, what was he working on? What was the project?
Was it like a missile or?